Wabash Valley's only lifestyle and entertainment show with Ashley Howard. This is Good Day Live.
Hey, welcome. You're watching Good Day Live, and I'm your host, Ashley Howard. I am so excited for today's show because I feel like it's been a minute since we put the spotlight on the kids out there. And let me tell you, these teenagers are doing some amazing things, and I'm actually quite jealous, okay? They're becoming CEOs, owners, and creators, basically putting me to shame. But they deserve some attention, and we're going to give it to them. And we're also going to cover some of our entertainment news for today. I'll be interviewing some musical artists that I grew up loving who are now on BET's new series, The Encore. And I'm going to give you an update on hashtag Free Britney. Okay, she's finally speaking out about her conservatorship in front of a judge. I always keep my promises, so that is right around the corner. But first, let's get into our Good Health segment sponsored by the Sullivan County Community Hospital. For over a year, Americans have avoided going to the doctor unless they absolutely had to. Routine checkups are key in catching critical illnesses, and delaying these appointments could have an adverse effect on your wallet.
Nearly half of all Americans have delayed seeing their doctor during the pandemic. A recent survey by Freedom Financial said 40% of respondents admitted they had put off medical care to avoid possible exposure to COVID-19. A side effect of canceling those appointments? Increased cost.
Not being able to go in and have preventative care has caused, that ripple effect that you talk about that is increasing the overall medical expense.
The longer that a patient waits to get care, the costlier that care gets.
Brett Jorgensen heads up MD VIP. It's a membership-based program offering personal medical care. Jorgensen says despite fear, people need to stay on top of their health, whether it's with in-person or virtual appointments.
People still need a primary care doctor who's hopefully at the other end of that telehealth or virtual visit.
Preventative care like mammograms and colonoscopies top the list for canceled or delayed appointments. Not far behind, well visits and routine vaccinations for kids.
Hundreds of millions of vaccines were skipped last year during the pandemic, and that's understandable, but we really need families to get back on track.
During these tough times,
Actress and activist Gabrielle Union Wade is joining forces with Don't Skip, a campaign aimed at encouraging families to get back to the doctor.
Please do not skip those well visits for your children and those doctor-recommended vaccines for your kids and preteens.
Experts agree that routine visits and preventative care are the best way to stay out of the doctor's office for something more serious. Dan Sheneman, NBC News.
Look, I hate going to the doctor myself, but it is so important, and you don't want to let a problem get worse than it already is. All right, it's time to take our first break, but we'll be right back to talk about some hard-working kids. Stay right there.
This is Valley Ag Today with your host, Tom McClanahan.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Valley Ag Today. With me is Brian Lau of LNA Family Farms here in Edgar County, who raises chicken for meat on your table. And Brian, you're talking about how this operation moves. It's mobile. Why is that? Why do you move things around?
We like to move things around basically because it's better for the grass.
Right.
We're more grass farmers. We're using the chickens as an avenue to better utilize the grass.
Very good.
And the byproduct of the chicken being their manure we use for fertility when we rotate our vegetable gardens and stuff like that we follow the chickens up. So everything mobile, everything mobile works for us.
And how many chickens do you have right here?
Right here there's 350.
And how long does it take?
The process, we get them as day-old chicks and get them in the mail. They're in the brooder house for about 3 weeks, and they're out on pasture for another 4. So it's a 7-week process.
From the time you get them to the time you take them for processing.
Yep.
Sounds like a very streamlined operation and multifaceted because you're using their manure to fertilize your garden.
Yep.
Sounds like a great opportunity and a good opportunity for you to enjoy the products of LNA Family Farms. I'm Tom McClanahan. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Valley Ag Today.
Wabash Valley Dermatology and Med Spa is now open and accepting new patients. Let Lindsay Wilson and her staff help you with all of your skincare needs, including skin cancer evaluation, treatment and prevention, treatment for acne, psoriasis, and much more. Call to schedule your appointment today.
Hello, I'm the new guy. Tell me about this epic stuffed crust pizza.
It's made with fresh, never frozen dough, hand-stuffed with cheese.
Good job. All right, you called me. It is me.
No, I knew it was you.
Let me hear you say epic stuffed crust.
Epic stuffed crust!
Hey, welcome back to Good Day Live. Now, let's talk about some remarkable kids. The school year is over for some and nearing the end for others, but I want you to watch this special graduation ceremony that came as a complete surprise for some high schoolers in Texas.
Class on the computer. It wasn't so popular this year. Many students complaining it was hard to concentrate, but for some schools, virtual learning has been the way of life for years.
A lot of your students are athletes, right?
There's a fair amount, yes, sir.
Athletes with FC Dallas got in a practice, and 3 young men on the team are actually high schoolers playing professional soccer and learning online.
Our schedule is not like a normal teenagers, so we needed the flexibility.
You guys don't live normal lives, so for Dante and Pepe, you can come out, man. We want to just show a lot of respect to you guys and congratulate you on graduating high school.
A game meant these students missed their graduation ceremony. All that hard work and no walk across the stage. So their teachers, counselors, and parents barged in on their practice with diplomas and a cap and gown.
I missed it because I was out of town, so I really thought I was going to get this in the mail, you know. But it was cool having to celebrate with all my teammates and family, so it was good.
I mean, there's no better way than graduating out on the field. I thank my family for coming out here, supporting me out throughout the whole year.
It meant so much to the young grads, their teachers, and gave their parents that moment of pride.
My son has to continue college, you know, education as well, you know, even though he's going to keep playing football, you know.
And his son plans to go into journalism eventually, thanks to the virtual learning offered through a handful of public schools like Grapevine Colleyville ISD.
Virtual is a fit, and it's a wonderful solution.
But right now, it's all about the soccer field. But for this moment, it was filled with extra guests, all sorts of them, to take a moment to celebrate.
So sweet. I like to believe that if I missed my high school graduation because I was playing a professional sport, I'd be okay. You know, if there's ever a reason to miss, I think that's the one for me, okay? Now, graduating high school while playing a professional sport is amazing. It's an amazing accomplishment. And so is becoming a CEO at 16. A 16-year-old from Michigan has turned her love for candy into a thriving business. You can find Zolly Pops and other Zolly candy at many CVS, Walmart, Whole Food, and Kroger stores. Let me introduce you to the teen with the sweet tooth behind the candy idea.
It's a concept so far out there, you might not believe it.
I've always been coming up with ideas for crazy inventions.
Candy that's not only not bad for you, but actually good for you.
When I was young, I've always had kind of what I would call an entrepreneur mindset.
The face and brain behind it, 16-year-old CEO of Zolly Candy, Alina Morse.
I work in the adult world and I work in the kid world. I like to say I'm kind of like Hannah Montana. I lead a double life. But, you know, having that balance between adults and kids is so important for me.
The idea came to her when she was 7, searching for a candy her parents would let her devour. But there wasn't anything like that around at the time.
When I did the research and found out that there was not only nothing like this candy on the market, I also found out that tooth decay is the single greatest epidemic facing kids in America today. And when I found that out, it was different than my other ideas. It was, more meaningful, and there was a way to really help people.
2 years later came a candy that actually helps clean your teeth.
But I am proud to stand before you today as the CEO creator of Zolly Pops.
After creating Zolly Pops, the spotlight soon followed.
It was pretty surprising because, I'm just a kid from Michigan who had an idea and decided to, to run with it.
But Morse is still just a high schooler.
I like to compare my business to an extracurricular activity. You spend time on it, you work hard, and you get something out of it. And so, whether it's a sport, whether, you're training for the Olympics or you're running a company, it's all about the balance.
And even at her young age, Morse knows she's looked up to.
And if I saw somebody, and I was 7 years old and I saw, a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old or an 18-year-old even, creating their own company and disrupting not only, you know, the norms of men in business or adults in business, but also, you know, disrupting the candy category. I would be super inspired. And so, you know, that's another part of the mission, inspiring kids, inspiring girls specifically.
Now that is probably every kid's dream, creating your own candy. And she was giving her own TED Talk, and she's only 16. At 16, I think I was hounding my parents to buy me Wendy's when I didn't feel like eating what my mom cooked that day, okay? And this girl is running an entire enterprise. All right, she obviously won and I didn't. Now let's move on to some more teen bosses. The owner of a small store in Kansas City is trying to do his part to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs by letting them learn on the job. In this case, working with something that they know off the top of their heads to the sole of their feet, shoes.
Welcome to One Pair.
It's a shoe store, clothing store, and education center. Designed, created, and run by the youth of Kansas City's urban core.
It took me 10 years to learn life, how to turn my hustles into a corporation. Shouldn't be that way.
Founder Jaron Thornhill says growing up, all he wanted was a chance.
And that's what kids are looking for now.
At One Pair, you can buy, sell, trade.
We have new, used. We restore, we customize shoes, we do it all here. Reselling is a $2 billion industry, and my kids know the industry, the shoe culture.
Not only do they know the culture, they create it. Thornhill gives some of the student managers like KJ Farmer part ownership in the shop, in turn helping them take ownership of their life.
Just having the resources and the opportunities that you don't really have in an urban city as in suburban or south suburban schools or just neighborhoods. So I think building back up Troost and just building back up Kansas City with all the negativity that you have, bringing some positivity to the city is like what we're aiming for.
The shop at 5511 Troost sells clothing from 6 different local lines.
Dear Purpose, I'm coming for you.
Rent free.
Because it costs so much to be in stores and to have overhead, and these same local clothing lines are selling out their trunk and doing pop-up of shops and things like that. So we want to provide a space where they can sell their product and the kids can also push it.
The extra profits from the low overhead go back into the building's expenses, which once again, the kids handle.
And that's what I mean by operated. The kids know what it costs to run this building, what it costs to get inventory, what it costs to pay all the kids and keep everything going. So everything's cycled back into the building, and we also do community events and giveaways. They just want a chance, and that's why One Pair was created, to give these kids chances and give them opportunities to thrive in life and say, hey, I can do this.
Is so smart, and I hope you caught what he said. This is a $2 billion with a B dollar industry. I have little cousins who love sneakers, and they have all the apps that let you buy and sell and trade, and I get to see the money that comes in that they're making. Whew. And anytime you can make your passion your business, you're winning. Isn't that the ultimate goal? Waking up and getting paid for something you were going to do for free anyway? I mean, and being able to have a piece of ownership in this store is just another way for setting these guys up for success. I love it. Okay, now it's my turn to set you up for some success. Sending you straight to today's jobs board. You'll find job openings in the community listed on our website, mywabashvalley.com. And if you are an employer, guess what? You can post a job as well.
Go beyond the broadcast with mywabashvalley.com. Get access to local and national news coverage and dive deeper into the story with special reports you can't find anywhere else. Always be prepared for your day with accurate weather forecasts from your local weather authority. Never miss sports highlights with our improved video player. Plus, enter sweepstakes, find job listings, health tips, community events, and so much more. Find us on mobile, tablet, or web. All the updates that matter to you are on mywabashvalley.com.
Up here, success depends on the choices you make. But I know I've got this. And when it comes to controlling his type 2 diabetes, my dad's got this too.
With the right choices, you have it in you to control your A1C, and once weekly Trulicity may help. Most people taking Trulicity reached an A1C under 7%, and it starts lowering blood sugar from the first dose by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple heritable endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
This year, celebrate the 4th of July in your own backyard with Dean's Party Mania. Locally owned with the best selection, quality, and price. View our newly renovated showroom where you can preview the fireworks before you buy. From sparklers to artillery shells to fountains and grand finales. Our shows to go have the brightest colors with the biggest bang. Shop our entire inventory online and pick up conveniently at one of our 2 locations, behind the mall or at State Road 46 and I-70.
Dean's Party Mania, now it's a party.
When stimulus money runs out, the job market will flood. Come to Resource MFG and beat the rush. We offer a stimulus check that you can earn every Friday with great businesses. It's a paycheck. Don't be on the outside looking in when the workforce comes back. We need you at Resource MFG.
Welcome back to Good Day Live. Earlier today, I had the chance to sit down with 2 musical artists that I grew up listening to, and I am not ashamed to say that a few of their songs are still on my playlist. But right now, you can find Pamela Long from the 90s girl group Total and Keely Williams from 3LW and Cheetah Girls on BET's new series, The Encore. Check out our conversation. Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. I'm much better now that y'all are here. So let's start talking about The Encore. I am loving this show. I don't know who the mastermind is behind this thought, but I love every single second of it. And right now, I've been keeping up, but I think right now the biggest question in the house is Keely. Who's the mastermind behind it, and who named you creative director?
Yeah, that is, it's hysterical how many people are like, you know, she just made that up in the car on the way home, on the way to the Music Mansion. I didn't, but okay. I think, you know, that is a fun part of the show. You know, we have to do stuff to keep it interesting. If you know, I walked in like, you know, Aaliyah or, you know, Cosign or Cinnamon, I just think, you know, probably would have made everything end up a lot differently. And the show took the course that it needed to take. And I think that if you follow along this journey with us, you will see how it happens, how it unfolds. And it's really great to see how it ends.
Pamela, let me know, is there one member of another girl group that you would have liked to see in the house? Everybody in there is amazing, but is there someone that you kind of looked up to, or you wish, man, I wish she was here?
And no disrespect to anybody. I'm not saying that I didn't look up to anyone or anything like that. I was looking for Coco. From SWV, I was just up in my head. I was like, Coco, I think Coco gonna be here. So, and that was one person that I kept speaking about. So it's just like, you know, going into the house there, and it was just like, it was awesome to see those who were in the house. But I can say the one that I knew when she came in there, I kind of was just like, oh shoot, she here. Like, oh, she's here, and that's Keely. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shoot. I was like, okay, yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I think Coco would have been a nice addition, too. That hadn't crossed my mind, but I think she would have definitely blended with the ladies in the house. Now, Keely, what do you expect to come from this group? Like, is this just a one-time thing? Should we be looking out for tour? Do I need to get a ticket? What's going to happen?
Well, you have to tune in because there are definitely some plot twists and crazy stuff takes place, and it gets wild. But there is amazing music that's going to come out of this. There may be some tours and some shows and stuff in the future. You never know.
Speaking of plot twists, you know, there was a clip circulating on social media, Keely, with you and a certain member of Destiny's Child. Is that what we're going to see this season?
Yeah. You will not see that this season, but maybe season 2. We don't know. We don't know. But this season, I can tell you, there's nobody that's coming into the house. There are no more like, you got what you got.
Okay, that really makes me think that somebody is about to pack their bags and leave the house.
It's girl groups, and you know, it is what happens. It is these strong personalities. It's people who, you know, are really passionate about their talent, about their music, about their sound, about their look, and bringing that all together isn't always easy.
Yes, I agree. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I am in love with both of you, your music. I am a huge fan, and I am so excited to watch the rest of this season of Encore. Guys, I want you to stay right there because we got more Good Day Live when we get back.
Are you ready to have fun this summer? There's plenty to do here locally. Find a list of fairs and festivals on mywabashvalley.com. Brought to you by C-Bar Sea Expo Center.
The first annual Indiana Equine Roundup, presented by Curlin Trailers, June 24th to the 27th. Tickets are on sale now. Adults are $10, children 7 to 12, $5, children 6 and under are free. Food vendors, nationally recognized clinicians, beer garden, pony rides, and so much more. Entry fees on Friday and Saturday will include our ranch rodeo, presented by Cowpokes Working Western. The first annual Indiana Equine Roundup. Fun for the whole family.
My parents always told me that it does not matter who you are or what you have done, everyone deserves a second chance. Many of our clients have never been in trouble with the law before. We understand they're coming to us at a terrifying time. Over the past 20 years, my firm has developed a reputation for excellence and results. When I accept your case, it becomes our case. My name is Rowdy Williams, and it is my promise that my firm will provide the aggressive legal defense that your case deserves.
Right now at Terre Haute Auto, we're liquidating our entire inventory. Every car, truck, van, and SUV will be sold with wholesale prices to the public. There's never been a better time to buy than right now. Every vehicle is priced to move, so don't miss this sale. Credit issues, not a problem. Credit approval is guaranteed for everyone at Terre Haute Auto. Take advantage of wholesale prices right now at Terre Haute Auto, just a mile south of Boot City, or visit them online. Terre Haute Auto, where we stack them deep and sell them cheap.
Update your flooring with help from Menards. We have a great selection of flooring, including marquee carpet and super fast laminate flooring. Soft Dreams Plush Carpet is the ultimate in comfort, making it perfect for living rooms and bedrooms. Super fast Hurricane laminate flooring is durable, water resistant, and easy to install. Plus, get free laminate underlayment after rebate. All marquee carpet and super fast laminate flooring is 11% off right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Everyone who has ever lived has lived here. All of mankind's triumphs and failures. Every moment, every hometown, all here. We start our coverage on the ground and take it to the airwaves, so you always know what's happening in your own world and beyond. We are free TV and radio. We are breaking news. We are always there. We are broadcasters.
Another roadblock when it comes to a casino being built in Terre Haute. Also an arrest made in a death investigation. Join us at 6.
Hey, welcome back to Good Day Live. Here's some entertainment news for us. There are new details in the Britney Spears conservatorship case. The pop star speaking out in court Wednesday, pleading with the judge to end outside control of her life and finances, including her father, Jamie Spears.
Britney Spears demanding to regain control of her life. Testifying remotely in court Wednesday, the 39-year-old lashed out at her father and the conservators who've managed her care and finances for the last 13 years, calling them threatening and abusive, and saying she's been forced to endure oppressive conditions comparable to slavery. I've lied and told the whole world I'm happy because I've been in denial. I am traumatized. I can't sleep. I'm so angry. I cry every day. Her dad, Jamie, was court-appointed as her conservator back in 2008 after Britney was placed in 2 involuntary psychiatric holds following a public breakdown. Now she wants him out, telling the judge he loved the control to hurt his own daughter. 100,000% he loved it. She says he forced her to tour against her will, and when she complained, she was put on lithium. I felt drunk. I told them I was scared. The pop star says her conservators won't let her get married or have more children, even preventing her from removing an IUD. I feel ganged up on, bullied, and alone.
It did not appear that people were listening to her. I think this new judge, however, is taking steps to do exactly that.
Jamie Spears did not speak in the hearing, but his attorney told the judges he's sorry to see his daughter suffering and in so much pain. Mr. Spears loves his daughter and misses her very much. Last year, Britney petitioned the court to have her father removed, which a different judge denied. In the last 13 years, the superstar has released several albums, starred in a TV show, and performed in a hit Las Vegas residency, and now tells the court, if I can work for myself and pay other people, it makes no sense. I just want my life back. Her fans and other celebrities agree, including her former boyfriend, Justin Timberlake, who tweeted, "We should all be supporting Britney at this time. No one should ever be held against their will or ever have to ask permission to access everything they've worked so hard for."
I don't know if this is comparable to slavery, but whatever. Britney told the judge that she was unaware that she could ask for her conservatorship to end. The next step in this case will be for her attorneys to file an official petition to do so. The next scheduled court date is July 14th. We're taking a break for right now, but we'll be right back with more Good Day Live.
I've made progress with my mental health. So when I started having unintentional body movements called tardive dyskinesia, I ignored them. But when the movements in my hands and feet started throwing me off at work, I finally had to say, it's not okay. It was time to talk to my doctor about Austedo. She said that Austedo helps reduce TD movements in adults, while I continue with most of my mental health medications.
Austedo can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have suicidal thoughts. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness. Don't take Austedo if you have liver problems, are taking Resprin, tetrabenazine, or valbenazine. Austedo may cause irregular or fast heartbeat, restlessness, movements mimicking Parkinson's disease, fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking, and sweating.
Talk to your doctor about Austedo. It's time to treat TD. TD is not okay. Visit askforaustedo.com.
At Union Health, we understand that early detection of breast cancer saves lives. That's why the Clara Fairbanks Center for Women offers the most advanced breast cancer detection available. Tomosynthesis 3D breast imaging. This state-of-the-art technology pinpoints breast cancer at its earliest stages when it's most curable. For you, that means earlier detection. For us, that means being able to give you peace of mind in your health care. To schedule your mammogram, call 812-238-7766. Union Health. Healthier together.
Are you worried about the high cost of long-term care? Wabash Valley seniors can pay as much as $80,000 per year for nursing home care. But you have options.
We are elder law attorneys Jeff and Jennifer Hawkins.
Folks in the Wabash Valley trust us to help them protect their hard-earned assets from long-term care costs and to give them peace of mind.
Don't lose another night of sleep. Call us today at 812-268-8777.
Today, but Tomorrow, we are covering small businesses and how they are thriving from Amazon Prime Day to summer travel. And I'm starting to think that it's time for me to start my own small business, you know, clothes, makeup. I mean, if Kylie Jenner can do it, why can't I? All right, I will see you there tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. But until then, you know what I'm going to say. I always hope you have a good day.